Hello, everyone.
Woo-hoo!
Hi.
We made it.
Yeah, camera's messed up.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's Fam Chat. We have a very special guests over here. We got Celena.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Celena.
And down here we have Angie.
Hey, everybody.
So
they are wonderful mods.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to make sure we got all our ducks in a row real quick. I've been kind of squirreling, working on the newly acquired Jeep of ours.
Yep.
Learning all the bells and whistles about it. So,
yeah, we've been all over the place between the trip and still trying to keep scheduled filming and everything else is coming by.
And keeping me from squirreling.
And keeping, well.
Hi, Misty. Thanks for hopping in.
Hello.
But before we get into your guys' trip, which we're really curious to hear about, we just want to give a little bit of time, let a few more people hop into the stream.
Mm-hmm.
We did do a live stream on Friday where we gave some updates as far as where we are with scheduling and coordinating.
Mm-hmm.
And you said your email got blown up with a bunch of people who were like, hey, yeah, I could help in my town. Hey,
yes.
I can help.
And it was wonderful. It just took me a minute to get through those. So if you have replied or if you haven't received a response yet, just be patient with me because between the email and Instagram messages and Facebook messages and then Discord messages and stuff through the chat, it takes me a minute to go, it's just me. It's just me. So just give me a minute and I have been going through them. No, we lost Celena.
She will be back.
But yes, it's been super, super helpful. And I've been appreciating everything. You guys are awesome.
And we also was able to do a little bit more work with the Amazon list too, right?
The wish list, yes. Yeah, I was able to get that up and running. It is now on the description page or on the description section under the videos. It still doesn't post under the live streams. I don't know why. But if you go onto the About tab, it's all right there. Also, all the links are there.
So yeah, we'll do some more updates a little bit later on in the show. Hey, Mark, he said sorry he's been busy today with a flat tire and a dryer went kaput.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a new dryer though.
Well, not if you have to pay for a home dryer.
Well, unless you need one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hopefully it's sunny enough that worst case scenario you're just hanging outside. But
yeah, and we are still working on getting another episode out for Tuesday.
Yes.
I have decided that GoPros do not function well in nighttime filming. I know it can be done, but the quality and the jello effect and things like that you get out of it, I'm just not happy with.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back for our nighttime filming. We're gonna go back to our original camera that we were using.
Yeah.
And then use the GoPros for more stationary shots if we're in one spot holding still. So.
Which is kind of crazy because those GoPros they're pretty good quality and they're meant for all that fast movement during the day. And they do epic during the day, like they do. Woo! They're just not equipped for the nighttime, and unless you're going very, very slowly, we don't go slow. We move around a lot and we run a lot, and yeah.
That's the tricky part about it is, I mean, GoPros are designed for daytime activities, mountain biking, skateboarding, skiing, motorcycle during the day, stuff like that. But once the light starts to dip down too far, the cameras just aren't equipped to capture it right. So you could pull it off, but we try to deliver the best quality we can. So we're working on some other things. Um, but with all that aside, Celena, Angie, how are you guys doing?
I'm better. I'm
Pretty dang
home.
good.
It was a very scary trip home.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said that. I
yeah.
want to hear about that in a minute here.
Well, it wasn't like spirit related. It was, I don't know what it was, but I kept nodding off on the highway for some reason. I just kept wanting to fall asleep, and I actually nodded off at one point. And you know how like it comes to a point where the road goes here and then the exit goes there. All I seen was that little pointy part. I had to veer off the exit, so I had to get off the main highway. When I got off the main highways and hit the back roads without the highway, it took me a lot longer to get home. But I didn't have that issue. I don't know what it was. It was just something about the lines. It was like maybe the speed and the lines was like it was like hypnotizing me. It took me like I left. What day was it, Celena? Saturday, Sunday. Saturday we left, and I didn't get home till yesterday afternoon, about 7.
Hmm.
Because I had to pull over so much during the beginning. Like every 2 hours, I was having to pull over and sleep. I don't know what it was. It was pretty intense. But
Well,
I did.
I do hear somebody's speakers in the background. It kind of sounds like growling.
No.
I've got mine.
Let me see. I'll mute mine. See
Because
Well,
I'm
it's
typing
just
in the
when-
log.
Yeah, I think it's on Angie's side.
Yeah, it was just
Okay,
when we
yeah.
were talking, we could hear the. So usually, if you guys have headphones, that usually works best. That's my bad for not telling you ahead of time, because otherwise your
Let's-
microphone will pick up your speakers.
Okay, is earbuds okay?
Yeah.
Earbuds are fine. Just anything you can hear us with.
I don't even know where
I don't hear
my
them
headphones are.
Okay. I'm going to put you down for just a second.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm on stereo. Maybe is it stereo?
Yeah. Just it just sometimes you'll the microphone will pick up what your speakers are doing, and it's sounds like weird growling demonic noises in the background. So
Really? Because literally, I'm just sitting here in my room.
well,
I'm
it's
serious.
like,
I'm just sitting here in my bed with this on, and the dog's next to me sleeping, and the cat is sleeping.
well, it's just like when I talk, I could hear it coming through. I
Mhm.
could hear it coming through someone's speakers and then coming back in through the mic. So just creates a weird loop. But
I don't know how to get into StreamYard settings.
no, it's just one where you if you have earbuds or headphones, that's the best way to take care of it to
Yeah.
eliminate it.
Hi, Jen. Hi,
couldn't-
Patricia.
I don't know. They're in a bag somewhere. I didn't even pack yet. I literally got home yesterday, went to my brother's house, and fell asleep. Woke up today, went out, had in the car back, cleaned it out and stuff, and I came home and went back to sleep. I just woken up when I talked to Celena on the phone.
Yeah. So you left last Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And how long of a drive did you have?
Oh boy, it's 935 miles from where I live to Galveston, but I had to go pick up Celena in spring, and then go to Galveston from there. So I drove like I don't know from where Celena lives to Galveston's like 300 miles. So I drove to Galveston. I drove about over 1,000 miles that day.
Wow.
I left on Friday afternoon and got there. Not Friday afternoon. The 3rd, I picked up the car, and I got to Celena. I think it was the 4th because I pulled over at night, and I got a hotel room. I went to sleep. I got to rest. I can't travel like I used to driving by myself anymore. Sad because I love to do that.
Yeah.
Upsets me, you know. But I don't know.
Awesome.
I stopped a few places on the way home though, and tried the Spirit Talker app.
How'd that turn out for you?
One was in a graveyard. I just had to get out because I just get to put it bluntly, my butt was falling asleep because I had to get up and stretch everything because you're sitting for a long time.
Yeah.
I got a big butt, so I think I had to get out and stretch. So I pulled over to this little Pine Grove Cemetery or something. So that's the side of the road I see, little tiny ancient cemetery. And I got a few EVP. I actually got a few EVPs there. But
Nice.
what really freaked me out was the app has like a picture of an EMF meter on it. And before I left, it said ill, and it actually popped out so big that was bigger than, it was almost the same size as the EMF meter on the thing. Came out outside of the ward window. It was like large. I said, okay, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. Stay here. Don't come with me. You can't touch me. Do all that stuff, And that was weird. And then I stopped at a place called Wildlife Refuge Center. It was like a little boardwalk. You walk into like a wetland swamp area.
Uh-huh.
And I was back there and I tried it there. And it came. This is the weird part about that. I'll never understand it. And it worked. I got some EVPs from a guy named Glenn. And they were talking about Jessica. Glenn hit this guy named Craig or something, I think his name was. I got the EVPs, but they come up on a file, so I still have it saved, but there's no way to get the files out of the app for some reason. It only gives you a rename and delete. That's it. It stays on your phone. But anyway, I got some EVPs. But when I went back to the car and I put the mask back on, it said no internet, cannot connect. How does that happen? And for over 50 miles, I had to drive down the road with no internet, no map. But then how did the Spirit Talker app work without internet?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was very strange. Very strange.
Hey, Angie, how accessible is your headphones? Would you be able to get them? Because I'm hearing a lot of feedback from your speakers.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find them. They might be in my bag over there. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to just mute her mic for just a second so we're not getting that loop back. Celena, how was your trip?
Yeah. Well, I had a blast. And I'm not as worn out as Angie is because I didn't do all the driving. I just kept her company
Mhm.
and was pointing stuff out. But it's pretty good. And now I'm at my daughter's with the grandbabies and just chillaxing.
You guys had some really cool ghost hunting tours and stuff like that down there, didn't you?
Yes, we did. I played tourist with Angie, and we took the ghost hunt tour, our historical ghost hunt, our historical ghost tour, however. And I got to see some of the old haunts that I went exploring as a kid.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was pretty exciting. And this one haunted house that it's there, the man supposedly, I think it was like 94 people, something like that, but they never found bodies. So there's no telling where the bodies are.
Wow.
But as a kid, we had gone in there and we thought we were in there 10 or 15 minutes because we heard some stuff that scared the bejesus out of us. So we went running out and it was dark and it was like 7:30 at night when we had gone in at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Huh.
So that was pretty creepy. And so when we went there and I remember that house, I started seeing faces all over the windows. It's really cool.
Huh.
Really cool. Yeah.
That's neat though.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. Now,
It was.
you guys sent us or posted a picture of a mirror.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was in our bathroom, in our hotel room. The first night, it was a nice, quiet night. We chillaxed and talked and talked and talked. And then the second day, we started hearing these noises. And then the noises just turned into different things. So we said, oh, let's get the app out and see. And that's when Angie started making contact.
Wow.
And afterward, Angie went into the restroom and to take her shower and stuff, and that was on the on the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, oh, freaky. freaky.
Wow.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
Was it a haunted hotel or was it a historical area?
It's a historical area. The hotel itself is about 15 years old, and they said they've never had any activity because, you know me, I'm like, hey, are you right? But they were like, no, we're not. But the area itself, Galveston is basically one big graveyard anyway. They built it up so many feet after the storm that all the bodies that are underneath it are scattered all over. So the area itself is very haunted.
Huh.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten any activity, but
Right. Yeah, I'd be surprised.
That's really cool. I mean, it's cool too that you guys were able to hook up with each other and go out and do that. I mean,
Yeah, it was. And
you're,
we had Neva on the phone as well. So
oh, did you?
Oh,
she heard a lot of the activity when we had the spirit box going.
she's good at picking that out, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
It's really cool because I mean, you came on as we started calling you our mama mod.
Yeah.
Looks like Angie muted herself. So we called you the mama mod. So it's more or less, you're the top mod for everybody to go to, and if they have questions and things like that. And you've taken that ball and you've ran with it like crazy. I mean, you're pulling in people to help. You're getting the links organized. You're keeping all the information flowing in the chat. I mean, you're really doing an amazing job for us.
Yeah.
That's what mods do, Josh. That's what
we didn't know that. We didn't know.
I know.
We did that
right?
live stream, and somebody says, "Hey, you need some mods." It's like, what's a mod?
Yeah.
You need a modification.
What are we doing?
But I mean, seeing how it works and seeing how valuable you guys are, and I mean, you, Neva, Angie started taking on the modding role here recently. Dexadax, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him a couple of times, but it seems like he's kind of busy with other things as well.
And Jen, she's in there.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I see Jen in the lobby, and then Sarah.
Uh-huh.
But
I think we have a pretty kick-ass team.
Yes.
Saying,
I absolutely agree. And see, what's cool about it is you guys aren't just mods and friends on the internet anymore. You guys are actually meeting up with each other. You guys are actually going out and having experiences together. That's
I think it's pretty awesome because none of us knew either existed until y'all's channel. So when we all met through y'all's channel, and I was like, hey, I need a team. Come on. And so I started roping them in and hog tying them and then saying, you're going to do this. We all started chatting and getting along. And then, one thing led to another. Now Angie's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Come on down.
And see, that's what's cool. I mean, that's what's cool about it is, I mean, we had no idea when we first started this channel the reach we were going to make with it. You know what I mean? Our channel is bringing new friendships together with people who may not have ever met otherwise. And
that's true.
It really
Can you
is.
hear me now?
Yes.
Hi. Okay.
Hey, girl.
Is that better? Hey, girl.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oh, good.
But
yes.
It's just really cool to know that. I mean, we're not taking credit for it by any means, but it's cool to know that we opened up the avenue for this kind of friendship.
I give y'all total credit.
Thank you, Celena. I was getting ready to say yes because you're the link to all of us.
Yeah,
you guys.
Because if it hadn't been for y'all, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah,
I mean,
things
do happen for a reason.
We may have opened the channel, but you guys are the ones who carried the conversation.
Oh yeah, you know
me,
Josh. That never a problem.
But I mean, you guys are the ones who started talking with each other and saying, "Hey, I want to come out. I want to hook up with you," and all that. So I mean, we can't take credit for you guys just clicking with each other on a friendship level and going out and meeting up with each other. We just opened up a platform for you guys to be able to talk. So
well, I have this thing I call it my gypsy soul because every now and then I feel claustrophobic with my environment and I have to get out of my environment because not I just feel I'm real crabby, I'll put it lightly, and I just feel like I'm being closed in and I have to get away. I just get totally away, and I don't I do that more than occasionally. I mean, I do it occasionally, not more than I used to when I was younger. But now, I don't usually go as far as Galveston, Texas to do it, but I usually just go out to the lake or I'll go out to the Chinook and we have a lot of old strip mines out here, and you can fish in them, and there's trails you can walk down, and that's what I usually do. But this time it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And Ricky's telling me to step out of my shed, out of the background, and step into the light, you know. And oh my goodness, I just realized something, Selena. I moved to Atlanta, and I was homeless for a little while. I got an itchy foot, and I had to get out of where I was for reasons. And the first night in the homeless shelter, I was on the top bunk, and there was a light in the ceiling, and I asked the matron lady if she could turn it off. And all I heard was from the corner was, "Don't go into the light, Caroline. Don't go into the light." Because I was a white girl, and I was on the top bunk in the light. It was the movie Poltergeist. And guess what the name of that lady was that came through? Her name was Caroline.
No, that's
Caroline.
crazy.
No.
Her name was Caroline. That was a very sad story, what happened to that lady. And I don't know if she was freed at that point after telling her story, because she wanted to tell, she said, tell my story. The EVPs I got from that hotel room, I got a whole story out of, and not just one story, a continuing story of other people's lives, not just Caroline's. And when she kept saying help, innocent, killed, burnt, witchcraft, baby, it's like they just kept coming through and coming through. But the strangest part for me was when I got up, she said, "Come look," or something. It was to that nature, and so I got up to go look, and we seen a shadow. I seen it out of the corner of my eye, and it went across the doorway. And I looked at Selena and said, "You're on the phone with Neva," and I said, "Did you see that?" And she said, "Yeah, I did." And then Neva's the one who said tried the Spirit Talker app. So I downloaded it to my phone and said, "What the heck?" You know, I've never talked to a spirit before. I'm not sure if I'd be cool with it or not, you know. And it worked. But anyway, I was sitting at the doorway. I'm looking at the door, and it looked like these weird lines, like warp lines, like these weird lines going through the door, they were going like in, and it said "come and go." I turned around and went the other way. I said, "Nope, I'm not coming going anywhere." I went all the way across the room. I was like, "I'm not coming and going anywhere." But anyway, when I opened up the computer, the lines were actually in the computer as well, and Selena's seen them. She'll tell you. You remember the little lines? I asked you if you seen. Yeah, and they were in the computer as well. It was like a weird warp lines. It was so strange. But a lot.
I'm hearing your speakers again. It sounds like the Necrophonic app is playing.
I have no idea. I don't know what that is. I don't know, Josh. I got the headphones in, and that might be I don't know.
It did sound like the Necrophonic app was playing there for a sec. So
Yeah, it did.
I'm getting freaked out now. No, I don't like Necrophonic. I can't understand nothing the Necrophonic says.
It's kind of like it was coming through the stream all of a sudden.
Let's move this over because my heater just kicked on. Maybe it's picking up the fan.
I'm not hearing it right this sec. I don't know.
Okay. All right, good.
It was coming and going. Yeah.
That night, I mean, I had to keep stopping the app and saving the files and turn it back on again because there was so many EVPs. I was running out of space. The whole space on the app was full, and the stories that we got from just those sessions in that hotel room were amazing to me. And she kept telling me, "Don't be nervous. Are you afraid?" My leg was shaking. Selena, she seen my leg shaking. I was nervous. I never talked to a spirit before, but I felt bad for the spirit because of the stuff that happened to her. She was only a little young girl, you know. It's like, oh man. Selena had tears in her eyes. We were hearing the story of this young girl, and she said, "Help, tell my story." Wow. It's like, how can I can tell the story, but you have to tell me the story first, so I can tell it. And maybe that's why we didn't. Maybe that we were there for a reason. Maybe
it's very possible. It's definitely very possible.
Well, it was supposed to be a surprise for Selena. I was setting up, to do a paranormal investigation with one of our people that are on our Discord channels that we both share together. Well, a few of them were busy, but Matthew and Dirty South said he would do it. This is in San Antonio. I didn't realize that it was like 333 miles there and 333 miles back, which is 666.
Yeah.
Triple sixes, you know. Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out. Hey, What the Paranormal? Thanks for coming over and hopping in. It's good to see you guys over here. So thanks for hopping in.
And Lisa, I saw her say hello, and Sandra Pink.
Lisa and
I can't see the chat.
Misty
Eva,
Misty had a
Barbara.
question, I think.
Misty had a question. Let's
Oh.
see. Most
haven't found it yet.
YouTubers.
I can't see the chat. I'm in the stream yard.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, you should. Are you on?
Oh, nope, didn't see the question.
Yeah,
I didn't
I see
see
it
a
asking
question.
me. I didn't see the question, so if you could ask it again, we'll try our best to answer it. Yeah, and then kind of catch up. And Dirty South is in here. Oh
Yep,
no,
Dirty
no.
South.
Hey, Matthew.
See,
I think
every
they
time I
want a
see
link.
Dirty South, I always want to say, "What's up, Dirty?" How's it going, Dirty? Now,
Right.
I think we're supposed to hook up with them when we're on our trip in May too, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. I'm getting more specifics here in a little bit. They were on an investigation earlier today, and we're driving back. So I've got them booked for next week. So pay attention. Next week, next Sunday, they're going to be on the Fam Chat.
Dominic.
Oh,
my
that's
daughter just
cool.
walked in. Sorry.
There's also another thing I want to throw out there before I forget, because my ADD squirrel likes to go.
Yeah.
We actually had met up yesterday with Kevin from last Sunday's show that
Oh, that's
came
right.
on to talk about the former team and everything.
Oh, yes.
We met up with him yesterday to talk a little bit about some ideas, and we're actually planning on doing some filming next Saturday with him.
Cool.
But
Yes.
there's also
Sweet.
something bigger in store that we are figuring out the details for, where he may be hosting his own show on Tipa TV.
Inside your TV. I mean,
Oh my God, that's so
how's
awesome.
that?
Yeah, we're talking about him hosting a show possibly on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
Like a podcast show?
Nice.
Kind of like a live stream, kind of like what we're doing right now.
Mhm.
But
Oh, wow, cool.
For everyone who caught the stream last Sunday, how he was talking about back in the day when I did the online radio show, he had a show called
Right.
Pets Entertainment, Paranormal Entertainment Talk Show.
Right.
He wants to bring that back.
Oh,
And
that'd be awesome.
sounds like he's got a pretty good lineup. So I wouldn't
Right.
miss that one.
You guys may be getting familiar with Kevin's face.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yay.
Right here on Tipa TV.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He asked us
Oh,
if
that's
we
so
would help.
awesome.
He asked us if we would help co-host the show for him. So we're like, heck yeah,
Nice.
let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yep.
So,
Right.
cool.
so we're talking about
All right.
we're talking about seeing if we can at least get it started before our May trip,
Mm-hmm.
and then to really hit the ground running afterwards. And
You
so
got-
it would
Right.
be a weekly show
Mhm.
after that. So see,
That
we're
would be
bringing the
good.
past back into the future. I mean, we're bringing the
Right.
old crew
Yeah.
in and hooking it up with the new crew, and here we are.
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
Wow.
You
so
did really,
awesome.
really well with that. And
I
Yeah.
think you're the
can't
only.
wait.
I think you're the only creator on YouTube that I watch that has like another creator link inside joined with your link. You know what I'm saying? Joined with your Tipa TV. It's another like podcast other than you inside of you inside of your channel. Is that how it's gonna work? It's gonna be inside your channel.
Yeah, it's going to be on our same channel, but he's going to have his own show. So
Right. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
on Wednesday, the plan is so far on Wednesday nights, he will be hosting the show, but you'll just be watching it here on Tipa TV.
I see. Yeah, cool. That's definitely brand new. That's very good.
We're excited.
Yeah,
I
we're all
bet.
excited. You could see his wheels were spinning like crazy.
Bet.
Well, they started spinning when y'all had him on the show.
Oh.
I mean, you could sit there and tell that he was just like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's a cool
That's so
thing. I mean, that again, I still consider us pups in the YouTube world.
Yeah, we really are.
we're not really stuck in the mainstream flow of how a lot of content creators do things, which is good and it's bad. We've had the benefit of hooking up with Rochelle G.
Oh,
And
See, check it out.
she's sporting the Rochelle G shirt.
Woohoo!
Aw.
She'll pop in here in a little bit.
And we've had the honor of building a really good friendship with her, talking back and forth. Rooted Expeditions, we found ourselves talking with them two from 7 p.m. until 3 a.m. before we would do the after party. The after party would end, and we'd keep talking.
Right. See how easy it is?
It's so
that's pretty
easy.
much-
Dirty South was in that one after party, and he sat in, and we all was talking forever and a day. We're actually in the works with What the Paranormal about doing a show on their channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not doing a show, but being a guest on their show.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
And we're really excited about that as well, because it's cool to be able to hook up with content creators, either the ones that are more experienced or the ones who are just coming out of the gate. Mark B has been putting out videos, and I mean,
He puts out some awesome videos.
yeah. And see,
He really
that's the thing
does.
about our Discord is we're not like, don't share other content creators. We're like, share it.
Yeah.
Share your
Right.
videos as you put it out. We have a special section just for you to do that. And we love watching it. I mean, we went back and when we did our top 10 and looking at our first couple of videos compared to our last couple of videos, you could see a progression.
Mm-hmm.
That was just over a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you know you're getting bigger, is when you grow. You're growing. You're. I mean, when I first started, you look how many viewers. Look how many subs you have, and look how many you have now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that was the first video I had. Was when the snowbird. I call it the snowbird video because that's with the wings in the snow, and that was the first video I ever seen of you guys, and that's when it hooked me. When I seen the two of you act like you do together. And that's what really got me was the two of yours interaction to each other was like the way you compliment each other just amazed me. It really did. It amazed me, and it still does to this day. You guys, I don't know how it is behind closed doors, but in
Pretty
front
much
of
like
everybody,
what you see.
yes, and that's what amazed me is like you are who you are. You don't put on a show, and that's another thing that gets me. And that the way you've grown, I've seen you grow. It's amazing being kind of part of it because, like, meeting new people like Celena and everybody, people I don't even know that actually, and I don't know the two of you, but I care about what happens to you. I care about if you're okay. I care about if I haven't seen you in a while. Like, I get nervous and worried, like you said, like a mama bear. I say, okay, y'all give me some more gray hairs. I have long hair, and then I have these little hairs on the side. I call my wise owl my wise owl hairs. Because they turn white, and they turn white. The first thing that ever turns white on my hair is a little one. So
we freaked you out
a few times. Yeah, a few times.
Sorry about that.
Unintentionally.
I know. I'm a worrywart anyway.
One comment I remember reading, it wasn't that long ago, was on our video where the road disappeared in front of us. And somebody had commented about how well we interacted because I was just like, she's like, what do you want me to do? Just keep it calm.
Right.
And the comment was like, a lot of other couples, they would have been yelling and hollering and carrying on at that moment, and we just kept it under control, at least.
Go with the flow.
Outwardly, inwardly, I was still freaking out. But
I was able to back up and get out of there safely, but
I kept it to myself.
But like you were saying, it is different because we're not pretending to be somebody or being people we're not. When this camera is on, our personality is no different than when the camera is off. We may have some more frustrating moments with each other, like when she's waiting on me to go film and I'm scrolling with something else, playing a game on my phone or something. But,
or when y'all are going to a location.
Boys and the toys.
On the
phone. What were you saying, Celena, when we go to a location and what?
We got her on the phone talking to her about what we just found and how excited we were.
I'm glad you did, though.
That was cool. But see, it's
I was
not just us
babbling.
growing. That's kind of how I felt. It's not just us growing, as far as me and Marianne or the channel or the numbers, but I kind of feel like we're all growing together because you two
Yeah, we
hooking up
are.
and going out and spending time
Mm-hmm.
together. I know Misty is about finished with her shots, and I
Oh,
know
yes.
she is chomping at the bit to go out and do some filming with us as well. Um,
That'll be exciting.
Dirty South, you
Yeah.
could tell that they're totally excited. I mean, where'd it go? Well, it was up there in the comments somewhere. You could tell that they were totally stoked that we're going to be hooking up.
Oh, I know, right?
I made the comment about what the paranormal. I mean, this
There
shows
it
how
is.
cool everybody is.
Yeah.
We're
It really
just
does.
we're growing as a family too. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one big extended family, and if somebody's missing for a couple of days, I see in the chatter where has anybody heard from them?
Right.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
Really, really
It
cool.
is.
a couple of people in there.
Josh, do you remember the video you did, but where the video part didn't come out, but only the audio came out, and you couldn't show it? I don't remember which one it was.
I
Oh,
know
vaguely.
one where the audio was shot, but we
What?
showed the video footage on a live stream. But
Well, when we did Selena on the second, when we did the another session, I said we didn't film the first one. It was all just randomness.
Yeah, we got too excited. Totally
Yeah,
forgot.
and so when we started filming, the film you can't see, but the audio you can
Yeah.
hear.
Mm-hmm.
None of the film came out. And the last day, do you remember seeing Lena? The last day we were there, the first thing she said was filming. That's
Yeah.
the first thing, the first AUP we got that day before we left. I did another one.
For real.
And the first thing it said was filming. And so I went to check the film, and you can hear everything that was being said, but none of the visual part of it came out at all. It was all just blank. And I don't
none of the
understand.
photos except for a photo came out.
That was the one where we had to see if we could recover the footage on. Remember in the was the car cam. I did a short video on it because when we'd hover over it, everything was blank, but you could still hear the audio.
yes, yeah, that I can't remember how, but I was actually able to recover that footage.
Oh, you
I
were.
think we ended up using it in one of the episodes.
Hmm.
I think I could be wrong, but I remember where the screen was completely blacked out, but you could hear it. But
Yeah, that's exactly what
It took a
happened.
lot for him to figure out how to get that recovered.
The whole screen is blacked out, but you can hear the audio.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've beat my head against the wall a few times because I have to figure out how to recover it. That's a hard part. I mean, one thing that I was talking on, I think it was the after party last week.
Yep.
I asked everybody that was in there, I said, how many of you format your cards on the camera that you're recording with?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like crickets.
I know, like what?
Nobody.
I do. Mine automatically comes up the format.
Yeah, because
Good.
and they didn't realize that if you don't format your card on the device you're using it on, there is more possibility that you're going to get a corrupted file.
Mhm.
It doesn't guarantee it's going to be corrupted. It doesn't mean it's going to happen every time, but it's just a higher possibility that your data will get corrupted. So, oh,
question: when we order off your wish list, does it take the item off? Yes, it does. It does take it off. Yep. So, yeah, if there's something on there, it'll just remove it.
And for those of you who aren't sure what that wish list is, we were advised. Thank you, by the way, Misty.
Yes, thank you.
Here is her payment.
Thank you.
We had been advised to create a wish list on Amazon.
Yes.
For some things that would help us for our trip while we're on the road out visiting everybody. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even fully sure what all's on that list because I don't.
Nope, he doesn't know.
I assume the planner of the family is.
Well, and
I will tell you, hands down, she is the planner of the family.
Did she give you like an instruction to do this? Like an instruction sheet? Here you go. This is what you got to do. Make sure it gets done. Just check it off when you're finished.
She tried, but it didn't work out that well.
Nope, he's got his own rhythm.
Right.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
Aw.
Need to get a nap before tonight's live with Zach and Rochelle. All right, we will see you later. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
I'm trying to catch up on videos I missed, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. They keep going out with new ones. Like,
Right.
But honestly, this has been it's kind of been neat because I've been getting a lot of recommendations from our fan members and
For what to put on the wish list?
yes, because I've traveled the country a few times, but under different circumstances. So there's some things that I'm not really thinking about. And so people say, "Hey, how about this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I have that one." Or, "Oh, how about this?" Never thought of that. Check. So it's been really awesome because it's a huge.
I got me some jerky.
No, that's for me.
I did send you your jerky, Josh.
Okay.
Oh, she calls the jerky Josh. You got the jerky Josh. That could be a new brand.
That's the real thing.
Call it jerky Josh.
Or dehydrated.
Yeah.
No, good protein though. Beef jerky is really good for quick protein and.
But yeah, she's the planner, so she'll ask me, as far as equipment wise, what kind of things do we need, and so I'd be like memory cards, batteries, because if we're going to be on the road filming for 3 weeks solid, we're going to be burning through batteries, we're going to be burning through memory cards, we're going to be burning through hard drives.
Yeah.
And so I was just thinking of that aspect of it, She's thinking about, we need other things to, somebody recommended a portable shower thing. I said I'd go to a car wash and just wear my swim trunks and just have her get sprayed.
Misty, oh my goodness, girl.
And take them hoe baths. Them hoe baths, Josh, hoe baths. You pull the McDonald's, just wash up a little bit and on the arms there where you got to go and wet the hair a little bit, and good to go.
Just a little bit under the arms. The important areas.
Where I come from, they call that a hoe bath because that's what the hookers do. Okay, they call it a hoe bath.
I thought it would just be entertaining to see me go into one of those car washes and have her pull out the sprayer and just turn on the suds and sud me down.
That might hurt. That comes out pretty high pressure.
Well,
I know.
If you're in a far enough distance, it'll slow down.
True, you just missed it up. Yeah.
I'm not going to let her walk right up to me.
Soap included.
I know, that would hurt. That would hurt bad.
Yeah, for real.
Nowadays they have the light rinse
Misty.
setting, so you can put it on
true.
light rinse.
But at least the soap's included.
Spray it up and have a light rain.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
It's like a shower.
Yeah, and Bonnie, I think she does have.
Hey, you hold it
toilet
right
paper
place, you
on
both
there.
can shower at the same time.
We'll just find
I
a
grabbed
lake.
it.
We'll find a lake or something to jump in once in a while.
Yeah, a lot of them have showers in them. A lot of lakes that you could stop at, they have showers where you can shower
Not
inside
around
the
here.
bathroom.
Yeah, I'm like, do they really?
Not around
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
I know they do at beaches and stuff, but
Yeah.
It's too cold here. Everything would break.
Yeah. Well, they close them during the certain seasons. They close them down where you can't use the water. The bathrooms are closed. They got the porta potties. But I sent you that link to go check out a lot of places. A lot of places you can pull over and park free.
That's right.
If you want to camp overnight, then you will. You'll have it's permissionless from a lot of them.
This poor girl is trying to stay on top of all these messages coming in. So I'm going to officially make a statement for her right now for anybody watching or anybody going to be watching. If she doesn't get back to you right away, don't get frustrated with her.
I'm not ignoring you, I promise.
She's not ignoring you.
Busy woman.
She's jamming between maps, Discord, email, Facebook, Instagram, and other things.
Taxes.
But that has nothing to do with the trip, so I was kind of keeping it trip related. But
I use TurboTax.
Ask
you all the right questions.
Suck your life away.
But just be patient with her because she is trying to get There was one person who sent an email and then they followed it up with another email. And they showed quite a bit of frustration that she didn't respond to the first email. Don't be frustrated. Give her time.
It's nothing personal, I promise. It's just.
I have a question, Marianne. When you're talking to spirits, and like this one spirit, it kept saying it needed more energy, and it felt like it was draining me out. It was like felt because there's so much coming through, and for so long. How do you keep that from? How do you recover from that lag? Afterwards.
It honestly, it just depends, and what works for me may not work for you.
Right.
Just first and foremost, but for
Mhm.
me, sometimes it's just resting, not necessarily taking a nap, but naps can
Right.
work too. I'm not really a big napper because it screws me up. I can't sleep.
Yeah, because it screws up her 4 hours a night.
It does. It
Yeah.
screws up my 4 hours a night. It true.
It really does. Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of times too, if I snack on grounding things, and for me, it's like chocolate and beef jerky and
I see.
lots and lots and lots of water. Lots of
Okay.
water.
Okay.
Sometimes
Ibuprofen.
ibuprofen.
Yeah, because now that I know that this is possible to happen, I can actually do this. It's kind of addicting a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to do it at my own house. You know what I mean? If I want to do
Right.
it everywhere else,
Well,
it's crazy.
It's kind of fun.
You know,
It is. The history you find out is amazing. It amazes me.
For me, the biggest part and the hardest part for a lot of people is you got to make sure you keep your head on straight.
Mm.
That's where it can be difficult for some people, because I've seen people kind of just trying to, get the experience. They get hooked with it,
Mhm.
but they have a hard time keeping their head on straight. And then all of a sudden they think that everything is because of them. Every
Mhm.
conversation that you're having with them is about them. Every noise you hear is about them. And
Mhm.
and when I say them, I mean the people actually doing the session, not
Oh,
the
wow.
spirits.
No.
And I've seen people really go off the deep end because they
Really?
didn't have their head on straight. So
Mm.
Balance.
Right.
you have to be
Yeah.
balanced up here, and you have to be
Mhm.
open up here, and you have to realize.
Well, I want to check the app because I figured it might be just how some apps are just apps. So that's why I tried it in different places to see if it would come up with the same outcome.
Mhm.
And it didn't. So that's amazed me also.
Yeah,
And
it'll change.
yeah, it was
For
kind of
sure.
wild.
Quick
Oh.
answer. We got
And-
Bonnie's Beautiful Chaos here. She wants to know if you would like to borrow her dowsing rods.
Yes, absolutely. That would be awesome. And I can bring them back through to you in June.
Nice.
Because I'll be passing back through in June.
Do you know what day? So you know what day you're leaving then? Do you know exactly what day you're leaving?
May
Your
3rd.
trip? May 3rd.
Yeah.
Good day.
That's launch day.
Mm-hmm. Good day.
Yeah, we're excited and terrified at the same time.
And we're excited.
I bet.
More terrified than excited. Because,
See, we balance each other out real well.
There you go. Yes. Yin and yang. Yeah. The complete circle.
But yeah, it's just because, I mean, like you were saying, you took that drive out to pick up Celena and everything else.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing it for 3 solid weeks. And, we've been fortunate enough to have some people tell us that they're going to set us up with hotels in some of the places and stuff like that.
Which is amazing.
Which is amazing. But we also know that there's going to be those nights where we're not.
Make room in a truck, yeah. But you have
and that's okay too.
So that's why we're kind of figuring out. We're still really working on figuring out the best way to do it, so we can at least guarantee we have somewhere to sleep in the rainy days. If it's raining, we need to have somewhere to sleep. So we're looking at different options as far as vehicles and things like that. We'd love to rent an RV, but you know how expensive those things are?
they're very they're very
so
expensive.
Just to rent it and then the gas on top of it.
Yeah.
And if you might have, I don't know if you have a hitch on yours, rent a pop up. To rent a pop up
Even
camper.
those are pricey.
Yeah, even
they're
those
pricey, and it's a lot more in gas too because there's a lot more gas pulling something,
Yep.
And gas is not cheap out there. I had a little car, it was called a Spark, and that thing was amazing on gas, but it's a tiny little car. I mean, by the time I got home, no lie, my ankles and my feet were so swollen I could barely get my shoes on that next day from having my feet hanging while I was all the time. You know, all from being sitting because in that car was so small you couldn't really stretch out to put your feet up. So very, especially for 3 weeks. I don't know how. Oh my goodness, man.
Well, you're going to
Crazy.
see what happens because we're going to be doing a live stream daily.
That's
We're
gonna be
do
amazing. I can't.
We're going to do updates
Yep.
daily, let everybody know where
Yeah.
we're at, where we're headed.
And we've got some really awesome, cool new things planned. I mean, not that this isn't new in itself, but there's some different concepts that
And the
you're
cool-
going to see that you've never seen before.
And the
So-
cool people that you're gonna meet
That'd be
too on the
fun.
way.
Oh,
You know, oh my goodness.
all of you.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
that,
be
I mean, like,
safe.
I want to say strangers because we're not strangers no more. Okay, we're like
I know, right?
in the family, but
We're also going to be very safe in certain ways that we're doing stuff and whatnot because you know, we're realistic. We know that sometimes people can be a little bit off. You know what I mean? So we don't want to end up in a situation where it's not a good situation, if you know what I mean. So
yeah,
Right.
that's part of the reason why we're going to keep people updated as to where we're at, where
that's
we're
a
going.
very good idea.
So if suddenly we disappear, at least they'll know exactly where we are before we disappeared.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Safety
true.
net.
That she's laughing with us.
Yeah.
It's scary
No,
sometimes
yeah.
out there when you have to pull over like in the middle of the night and you're in a random place. And
Yeah.
but my
Hey,
daughter
Kim,
taught
how's
me a
it
good
going?
thing. She said if you're sleeping in the car, if your car has one of those door handles that have a hole in it, you take the seatbelt and feed it through the hole, and then you hook it. That way, no one can open the doors.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, my car didn't have that. You know what I mean? It didn't have a hole in the door, so it was just lock the doors. I had a little knife in there.
Yeah.
He had gotten. I had a little knife in the door, and it was sharp because we kept knives. We were going to be out. We went in and we were doing the random knot on the beach at I don't know what time was that. It was like about
It was
what
like
time?
10 or 11. 10 or 11.
Yeah, it was
something like
late.
that,
How did
Yeah.
that turn out?
It was a
Oh,
random knot.
gosh.
Random knot. We did 3 random knots, and all 3. The only thing I found on the beach was a little mound of sand that looked like a sundae, like an ice cream sundae, and it was a real mound of sand with a bunch of shells around it, and one little tiny shell on top of it. And I started digging it up because I was looking for our intent was pirate treasure or something on the beach, you know. I started digging.
Cool.
Nothing was under there though. We didn't find nothing, but we did find a balloon. And at the cemetery, and what was on the outside, and it was on the side on the wall on the ground. So we stopped and I picked it up because it had these pretty dark purple and dark red ribbons attached to it, and it was a birthday balloon. And when I got home, the first night I was home, my daughter's new girlfriend came into town, and they got to meet the whole family. So we get back to my house finally, and I go to show Dominique the balloon that we found randoming, and couldn't find out the balloon was happy birthday. The girl's birthday was that day.
No way.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday. The same day I got home with that happy birthday balloon from Galveston.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
a very coincidence. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. My daughter said, "Why did you bring that in the house? Don't bring that shit in there." Yeah, she don't like that stuff.
We have another comment. Bonnie's Beautiful Chaos. Tipa, what vehicle are you bringing, and are you hauling a trailer? We are still debating on the vehicle. I think we've leaned towards a specific
Minivan.
vehicle that has a hitch receiver on it, but we don't have a trailer to haul. We were actually looking around for those to see if there's like a little pup trailer or something to take. But there again, it's pricey.
They're so expensive to rent.
I used to have a
Y'all
minivan,
have
and I used to take it camping. I put a futon mattress in the back of it, and made it
Yeah.
like a bedroom area. And and I just folded up the mattress for
Yeah.
equipment, during the day, and folded it down at night for someone to sleep. Much more comfortable.
Vans are nice. Vans are nice
Yeah.
for that.
What were you going to say, Selena?
Oh, I was going to ask if there's room in the Jeep for like a twin mattress. If there is, when you come down to my house, I've got a twin mattress we can pop back there and y'all can use that.
I don't think it has room for that, does it?
Well, by the time we have everything else packed in there,
Yeah, that's true.
we wouldn't.
I didn't think about that.
I mean,
Well,
again,
dang it.
if we had a pup trailer or something where we could put all the stuff
Yeah.
in the little trailer,
Mhm.
but God, even those things I was pricing out.
Those are,
and-
Yeah.
yeah,
And then, like you said,
Yeah.
the extra gas to pull all of it
Mhm.
when you know,
exactly. Yeah.
when you
Well,
think miles per gallon between that and the car we were planning on originally, it's
You
it's
have a
already
tent, don't
gonna
you?
be a gas guzzler. So
Right.
I
No,
don't
you
know.
don't need to take a guess.
we'll have to weigh it.
We'll figure something out when y'all come down here. I mean, we're bound to figure something out.
Yeah, it's not going to stop us from going.
Nah.
We're still going to do it,
Nah.
but
Yeah.
it just has that moment of this is going to be interesting. Or before
Oh,
we meet
yeah.
up with people, we're going to need to find somewhere to go get freshened up.
Yeah.
'cause
Oh yeah.
it's like sardines in a can. It's just,
Wet wipes. There's got to make sure you have
Yep.
those in the car.
I do. I had that on my
That's
list for
correct,
sure.
yes.
again, that's why she does
Yes.
the planning. She thinks of those. I don't.
Yep.
That's correct.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm thinking batteries,
Necessity.
SD cards,
Yes.
lenses.
I'm thinking hygiene
She's thinking
Right.
hygiene.
The girl
and
stuff.
snacks.
See, I'll use the wet wipes for the computer lens, and she'll use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caffeine.
Mhm.
Right.
For real.
Oh, gosh.
We'll need an oil change during the trip. Oh yeah.
I didn't think about that, but that's true.
I'm sure of that.
Yeah. Mm.
But like I said, we're looking at a couple of vehicles. Each vehicle has its plus
Pros and cons. Yeah.
Pros and cons, but
Oh, yeah.
we're thinking space because we are going to need to pack
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit of stuff to get us through 3
Well,
weeks.
When I travel, I knew I was staying at hotels this time, so I didn't take it. I take a tent, and you ever go to a Dollar Tree and they have those blow up mattresses for the beach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I use inside my tent.
Mm.
Just sleep on instead of sleeping on the ground. It's much more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were
And they don't take up any space. You just let the air out. And it's like,
roll it up and put
Yeah.
it away. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was kind of thinking about something like that for,
Yeah.
if we took one of the SUVs, but
Mhm.
we still got to figure out what
Yeah.
vehicle we're going to take first. So
Yeah.
it's going to really depend on what we can do with it. Because, again, we're going to have 3 weeks worth of stuff to haul.
Yeah.
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 It's going to take some
Yeah.
logistics to figure that one out. But
I used to have
Plus,
one
you got
of
to
those.
keep room for gifts in case anyone gives you gifts along the way.
Oh.
You're going to be going home.
I'm
with
bringing
more
gifts with me
nothing.
for all of you, so take that.
Right.
Okay,
If
fine.
you come to Indiana, if you come see me in Indiana, I had the perfect place. It's called Hell's Gate. We're going to go to.
Ooh.
It's not too far from where I live. It's only down the road, and
Ooh.
it's supposed to be haunted. I've never been to Hell's Gate, so I don't know. But if you come, that's where we're gonna go that day.
Okay.
Or that night or whatever. Just come spend the night. I have a big place.
When I get
Yeah.
when I get to planning more details on that leg of the trip, you and I will talk.
Okay, good
Yeah.
deal.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
now
Mine's going to be boring. Y'all are just going to be hanging out and having home food. And
that ain't
charging.
boring.
That's not boring.
That ain't boring.
Uh-uh.
Your definition and my definition of boring is obviously quite different because that ain't
Yeah.
boring. Especially after we'll be sitting in a car for
Yeah.
days.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting out and
Yeah, I
walking
figured-
around.
I figured my little section down here, by the time y'all get here, we'll just kick back, chillax, talk, and eat and talk, and charge and recharge.
That sounds nice.
Lisa Anderson said she has a tent folds up really nice that we could use. Now, don't you have a small, like a little 2-man tent?
I'm trying to remember.
I thought you did.
I did. I lent. Here's the deal, guys.
See what I started?
I had a brand new, like, one of those. Well, they call it a 4-person tent, but it really only fits 2, right?
Mhm.
That,
Right.
little people.
Yay.
Thank you, Kim.
Oh,
That's
thank you,
sweet.
Kim.
She's stocking up for her trip.
And
great.
anyway, I let somebody borrow it, and they swore up and down that they returned it to me, but it has never been in my house since. So
Mm.
I will keep looking just in case I really did lose it in my house, but I'm pretty sure it's not here.
Mm.
I'll keep you posted on that.
That's easy to do, though. That's
Yeah,
easy to
I'll keep
do.
you posted. This needs to go here because
Charcoal face wipes are not as obvious as wet wipes. No baby smelly.
I don't use
Yes.
baby wipes.
You know,
Well,
honestly,
some of the stuff just kind of comes off in your hands. You know, you get that flaky, weird, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
cottony, linty stuff.
I get
and-
mine at the Dollar Tree, so I get antibacterial regular wipes. Not baby. I don't know if they're baby wipes or not, but
I don't know if
I used to use them on my doorknobs and stuff in the house. You know, during the
Yeah.
cleaning days.
I don't know if I'll wipe my face with that though.
Yeah, it's very good. It actually didn't even dry my face out. Really, I was surprised it didn't dry my face out because
Oh, really?
we got pretty sunburnt the last day we were there. I got top of my head sunburned,
we
my
did.
eyes sunburned, my arm, my hand, my legs. Just sitting on the beach, didn't even realize we were there for 5 hours.
Mm.
Just sitting there. We tried to post that picture of a big heart, and it had
I saw that.
Tipa TV. They had names inside of it, and it had our names in there in 2021. But I wasn't tall enough to get the right angle because of the way it was situated on the beach, because it was a big like down area. So I don't know if it was nice, but I don't think you could see all the writing. It was cool though. We just sat there for hours and didn't even realize how long we were even there.
That's cool.
I got a few shots of that one, so I'll
Did
post it
yours
over
come
in the
out?
pictures. Yeah,
Did yours?
and if you'll have to, kind of adjust it a little bit, but you can see all the names. It's really cool.
Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't downloaded none of my pictures yet. The ones from the hotel room where
I
you know
haven't
how
done any. I haven't gone through
closet,
any of those pictures.
it was like a
Yeah,
reflection in the closet, and I had this one that's like a wooden beam inside the room, but in the doorway. But there was no beam there; it was just the doorway. And
Yeah,
but
it
there
was
was something
very
in
cool.
there, something I don't know what it was. I'll post out probably later tonight. I'll probably download what I have on my camera to the computer so I
Well,
can upload the
when we
file.
the night that we took those pictures, when you look at it, it looks like the outline of someone standing there, like either about to
Yeah,
come out of the closet or they're going
yeah,
into
or
the closet.
standing like
Mm.
You
it
can
looked
see
like you
the
were
little
standing there
outline.
with that.
Oh wow.
Really
It
cool.
had like a
Yeah,
dark spot in the middle, and it looked like a woman standing, like a reflection of the woman
yeah.
in the mirror. It was. I'll let y'all decide when I upload the videos. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
upload
can't
the
wait to
pictures.
see that.
that's
Yeah.
really cool. Now we are past the hour.
Oh,
Okay.
already?
Yes.
Wow.
Before we go though, I want to hear from each of you. What was your favorite?
Start with Celena,
Mhm.
so they don't both try to explain it at the same time.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Whichever.
Okay.
What was your favorite part of your trip? What stands out
well,
to you most?
next to meeting Angie, the haunted ghost tour.
Hmm.
We had a blast. It was an hour and a half that seemed like 5 minutes, and she got some good EVPs. We saw some really good evidence as far as physically right there where we watched it happen, and so yeah, it was really, really cool.
That's
All right.
cool.
Yeah, Angie, your turn.
Yeah, it was.
My favorite part was the last day when we were just sitting on the beach. Well, I had a few favorite parts, but and we just talking and enjoying the sun and the air, and it was just so relaxed. And I didn't want to leave. I was like, oh man, I love coming, but I hate going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
I
know,
didn't want to
right?
go.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of the whole thing. Outside of meeting Selena, that's obvious, but
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm
yeah,
so glad you guys were able to meet. I think
Yes.
the
that's
dinner.
really amazing.
We had a good dinner that one night. We had a ton of food,
Oh,
and we got
gosh.
so full, and that was a good day. I mean, every day was a good day,
I'm
and
glad
they
to
went
hear
by
that.
so fast. They went by
Yeah.
That is
It
so
really
quick.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I didn't hardly sleep. We didn't hardly sleep at all. I mean, we slept for a little bit, but it's like we were up and going,
We
up and
could sleep.
going,
We
up
were
and
all
going,
we
go, go,
could.
go. Yeah, we get to bed really late, just sitting there talking, and
Yeah.
you think we'd known each other for years the way we talked, and
That's really
that was amazing to me too, because my daughter was afraid for me to go. She was, that person could be some weirdo you just met online. You know what I mean? You don't even know
I
this
am
person.
sure.
And she
Yeah,
was
you
like,
think of what we're going to be.
Yeah.
I know,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Mark B, for the $5.
Thank you so much.
Patricia Morton, you were asking where you can find the wish list for the trip.
It's going to be under the About section, under the channel tabs, or you can pull up, probably not the lives, but any other video. It'll be up if you want to pull up the last video, it'll be in the description in there too.
And we might be able to have somebody drop a link before we go off the air as well. Now, did you get a hold of Patricia?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes, I did.
Is she on our list?
Yes, she is.
All right. Now I don't know how many of you guys remember, but Patricia actually won the giveaway.
Our very
Right.
first.
Our very,
The
very,
very
first
first
giveaway.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
This was like what? Like she was like subscriber 130 or something like that.
Mm.
Like way back. So
we need to get some of those giveaways going.
yes, we do.
Yeah.
I kind of lost track. Yeah, I kind of lost track of that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that going again. So
I need to get some more designs up too, but
but I mean, like I said, we are going a little bit past the hour. So again, for everybody who doesn't know about the wish list, there is we have it posted in a few different places. Also, if you're on our Discord, you could just ask us there, and we'll make sure to share it with you there. May 3rd is when we're heading on the road, and she has something to say.
or if you have recommendations on something I would have forgotten that would be good to put on there, let me know that too. So, because sometimes I don't think of those things.
And also, like I said, we're still figuring out the vehicles and everything, but we're getting that honed in more
Yeah.
and more. So as time gets closer, we're going to continue to give you guys updates as to what the plan is and how it's going to flow. Then once we are on the road, we're going to do daily updates and things like that, as well as filming content and everything else, all in the flow.
Because April's going fast.
April is going
Yeah, it
really
is, isn't it?
fast.
Yeah.
We do want to give a shout out to everybody who's helping us.
Yes.
Every single one of you
Yes.
guys out there that is, either offering to help put us up or offering to get us some of the things off the wish list.
Mhm.
People donating, people just sharing our videos, people liking our
Yes.
videos, people actually watching our videos. I mean, all you guys. I mean, that's really making a
Mhm.
difference for us. It's really helping us, and that's the reason why we're going. There's the link right
Perfect.
there.
Thank you, Neva.
Thank you, Neva. She's so cool.
Isn't she amazing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Really is.
again, obviously, to all you guys, to the moderators that is helping us out and helping us rein in some of our wild fans that kind of just need some reining in. And I think a
It's
couple of
okay.
you probably know what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry about the other
No,
one.
it's not you guys.
But it's really cool. And like I said, I don't know, but I think we're going to be on the after party tonight with Rooted
Sweet.
Expedition.
I hope so. I haven't seen him for a little while, so
I think
hope he's doing okay.
I think he's been really busy. Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
But either way, we'll be doing something for Tuesday. We'll be having a premiere to upload and also doing a live stream after that.
Yay.
And then we're going to go from there. Somebody did, it may have been Kimberly, somebody was asking us if we would film like a behind the scenes thing.
Oh yes.
What it's like for us to get prepared, how we get prepared, what it's like
Oh
when
yeah,
we
that
go
would
out
be
to
interesting.
Mhm.
what it's like when we get back and you see me dumping the footage and starting to pull up all the footage and how I go through it.
Right.
And so we're also talking about doing some shots like that, so you guys can see a little bit more of what all it actually does entail to make these videos and to put these videos out there. So
Mhm.
we heard the request. We're going to do the request. We just want to make sure that
Ooh.
it doesn't bore the hell out of it, because a lot of it would
Oh.
bore the hell out of it. So I'll cut that part out or
Yeah.
fast forward it. At least you
Yeah,
get an
I know
idea
that.
of what we're doing. So
Yep.
what the paranormal. Okay, I'm heading home now. I had fun listening in. We'll contact you this week about setting up a date for you.
Perfect. Awesome.
Hopefully she doesn't do it anymore,
Right.
because we won't be here.
No, but we'll be down where she's at. So
Yeah, we'll show up in her studio.
Oh, that would be now. That would be cool.
that would be awesome.
That'd be
blow some
really
people
cool.
away. They don't even announce
Yeah, it would.
anything. It's like, so we have our special secret guest, and pan the camera over.
Hi.
Right.
Josh needs a shower. Turn back.
There you go. Hey, I got a garden tub, okay? A garden tub.
Yeah.
Nice shower.
So, but yeah, Celena, Angie, thank you guys
Thank
both
you
for
so
hopping
much.
on the
Thank
show
you.
Thank
today,
you for having us
sharing
on.
your story. I'm glad you guys hooked up and had such a good time together.
Mm.
Yes. It was fun to hear. It was fun to hear your excursions.
And we'll be hooking up with you
Oh.
on our trip too, as well. So
Yes, definitely. Yes.
You know, we're
And
clapping
so excited.
at the same time.
And next time we go on, we come on live, we'll show some more updates as far as where we're at with the map, where we are, estimated dates and estimated areas, at least for the first leg of the trip,
Always estimate.
and then kind of go from there because you know you guys need to know where we're at, so
Yep.
you know you can actually be
Right.
there.
Yep.
Because I don't want to show up
Exactly.
somewhere and have nobody there going, "Hello."
Anybody home?
Take a picture of a rock and say, hey, we'll leave a calling card behind. We'll just
There you go.
we was here, you weren't, but we were. But
Sorry,
again,
Mr.
again, thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
being on the show.
Bye,
Thank you, guys.
everybody.
Love y'all.
Thank you. Love you.
If anybody wants to talk more with us here in a little bit, we'll be over on Discord. So
Sweet. Love
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.